Hi! Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Please click on that subscribe button so we can stay in touch. And if you are not new here, welcome back. What's up, fertility fam? Hey!
I see the crystal raindrops fall.
Good morning, fertility fam. It is Monday, March 12th, which means I am 11 DPO. As you can see, I'm in the bathroom. I just did a HPT, so I'm waiting to see what happens. Yeah, I had all the cramping yesterday, so we'll see. We'll see. Half asleep. Oh, sorry guys. I did finally get my hair washed last night, and I only got to the drying part. I was gonna put the curly things in there, but I fell asleep. So yeah, there you go. We're almost at the end, I think. Nope. Okay. There we go. And okay. Well, there you go. Thanks for getting up with me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 11 DPO, but I guess if that was implantation that I was feeling yesterday, I don't know that the HCG would be registering it. We need that to be at least 20 on that test. 20 milliliter international units or whatever that is. So, I don't know. I'm not bummed though, I'm okay. I just, it's early, so it would have been a big surprise if it would have been a BFP today, so I don't need a pep talk. Not yet. Catch me in a few days. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. We're gonna take a little adventure around the city today. We've got a doctor's appointment, therapy appointment, and I'm running late, so I will chat to you guys on the way to the train. Okay, we've made it outside. It's nice out. I stayed in the house all weekend, but I wasn't sure how cold it was gonna be out, but it's pretty nice out. Okay, so I have to tell you guys, you know how they say God works in mysterious ways? He was busy in my house today. I was talking to the Google Home, or whatever it is, the Google thingy, and I said, you know, play WBGO, because I like to listen to the jazz. And it must have misheard me, because it said, and I thought it said WBGO, but it said something, you know, family friendly. Anyway, it was a religious channel, and they were talking about how a man couldn't walk, and in the end he ended up being able to walk, but the point of it is he had the faith of a mustard seed, and it just brought me back to like Sunday school. You just have to have the faith of a mustard seed, and it was right on time, because I was thinking, you know, to protect my heart in this whole process, in the infertility journey. And so, because last cycle I was like, caution be damned, and I took the test this morning and it was negative, and it's like you have to be cautious to protect your heart, but then you also have to believe. And so I think, yeah, just if you have the faith of a mustard seed, so if you believe even just a little bit, it'll be okay. And I don't know that we can protect our hearts. I don't know that we can. I mean, we can think about it, we can try, we can be mindful that our hearts are sensitive, but we may not be able to protect it. So I think just having the faith that everything is gonna be okay, that everything will be as it's intended to be, is what's key. So yeah, I think that was very fortuitous that came on accidentally, and that was the message. Yeah, anyway, it resonated with me this morning. Okay, so on to other things. I got on the scale. I'm 146.5, but 146, which I had not been able to get below 148 all year. So, and that was nice because I didn't get on the scale last week. Cheyenne said, "Are you getting thinner? You look thinner," which I don't know if you really can tell with that, you know, 3-4 pounds, but bless her heart. So that was good. That was exciting, at least motivating. Uh-oh, we got neighbors up here. Let's cross so we don't get in their conversation. Okay, so yeah, that was good news. And then the rest is I have been talking to the father of the baby, FOB, from the miscarriage, which has been nice and a little bit sad. I don't know how I feel about it. Also, again, thinking about protecting my heart and what does that mean. I have therapy today, so I'm gonna talk to the therapist about it. Yeah, but it's like, it's all nice and friendly and whatnot, but there's a little bit of sadness there. And I don't know if it's sadness because of the miscarriage, like that the baby is gone, or that we're not trying together to have another one. Oh God, it's making me teary-eyed just thinking about it. So yeah, I obviously have some feelings to explore there and see what's up with that. And I journaled about it, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's a lot. So therapy this afternoon, and then my physical, well no, not my physical, the results from my physical today, and the blood work, so then I can hopefully cut down on some of those vitamins that I've been taking. So I hope you guys are doing well. It's Monday when you're watching this. It's Monday when I'm filming it, but a week earlier. So I hope that your Monday is going well and that you have a great week. All right, I will talk to you a little bit after therapy. All right, I have just made it to the building where therapy is. I'm almost there. It's 5 o'clock, and the nice thing about the time changes, it's bright. It's bright daylight outside. Other than that, I'm feeling a little tired from the time change, but I will let you know how it goes. Fingers crossed for me. Hey, fertility fam. All right, I just left the therapist, and it was a little crazy as I thought it would be. I'll tell you guys more when I get home, so I'm not talking about my mental health as I come out of Port Authority. I'm headed to this GP's now, and whew, laughter through tears, you guys, laughter through tears. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I have an appointment with the new RE, April 3rd, switching it up. So I think I'm committed to, if this cycle is not successful, taking the cycle off, and then April 3rd, starting with the new RE, getting all the blood work done, and then I'll have to wait. Obviously, I'll be mid-cycle, so I'll have to wait till May. So I'll probably be starting right before my 47th birthday. That's okay. Keeping it moving. All right. I will touch base with you guys when I'm done in here. Let you know about my vitamin status, and I will fill you in on all things therapy when I get home. Hope you guys are having a great day and no intense, deep therapy sessions. Although it's good for you, right? In the end. Okay, going in now. Hi, fertility fam. So I've made it home, and it was a day. It was a day, but you know, Mondays are like that, especially when the time changes. So, I went back and looked to see what station that was that I was listening to by accident this morning. When I tried to do WBGO, it was WBGL. So when I said that to Google, it must have misheard me, but it was right on time. So that was good. So things went well at the GP's office. All my blood work looks good. My cholesterol is low. Everything looked good. She said it looked like that of like a 32 to 35-year-old woman. So, yay. I'm gonna cut back on my DHEA though. It was, I know I can't find it. it's not too high, but she said it was on the high side. So I think I'm gonna cut down to 50 a day instead of 75. I've been doing 75 since June 21st, and so it makes sense that I'm good there. So I want to cut that back, but everything else looks good. Folate, all that other business is good. So I got to sit down and process it. And figure out like how that impacts what I'm taking right now and make adjustments there. So that was good. So yeah, therapy was the one that was a beast. Like we did a lot of conversations about my dad and my relationship with my dad and how him not loving me is not my fault. That is like his loss and it has nothing to do with me, right? I was a child. And so it's really about his own perception of guilt and shame around having me because he was married to someone else when he had me. And so because of that, his family rejected me, like his mother and all of those folks didn't want to have anything to do with me. So I never met any of his, of my father's side of the family. I know my brothers who are my father's children. Anyway, that's kind of what we talked about in therapy. So I've got to work on some of that. And it's like that old cliche of like, oh, you know, daddy issues. And it's not, I really don't have any issues with him. I've made peace with all of it, but it does impact relationships in ways that I probably hadn't realized. And so I want to resolve those so that I can move forward and figure out how to have a healthy relationship, like in a partner. Because it impacts you, right? When the one man who's supposed to love you doesn't, it impacts all of your relationships with men and women for that matter. So yeah, that's just what I'm working on. Therapy is good. So yeah, that's it. That was, you know, good. It was productive. Probably the most productive one that I've had. I didn't go last week. I did go to restorative yoga last week, so the pregnant lady was sitting next to me. Am I the only one who does that, who's TTC, who was like, I can't be, right? Because I know even on Instagram, people are like unfriending people when they get their BFP. It's hard, and I've been in this restorative yoga class probably since like June. It's hard. She was sitting right next to me like, I want to look, I don't want to look. It just is like, I'm happy for her. I'm not wishing any ill will on her whatsoever. I'm completely happy for her, but it makes me feel some kind of way about like not being pregnant. So it is like a little, I don't know. It's weird. And I was like debating, like, do I leave the class? Because obviously she's going to be pregnant for a minute, or is it something I have to get over? And then I was watching someone's video. I think it was Jillian, someone who's also like a TTC person. And she was saying, like, know your triggers. You know, people have triggers. There was one girl on Instagram who was like, getting an unsolicited picture of someone's child is like getting a dick pic because it's a trigger for her. So right now, that is a trigger for me. I don't know if that's normal. Let me know in the comments if you guys have that or don't have that, or if it's just like nothing. And more so because like I've been in class with this woman, I think. So there's like, I don't know her, but there's like personal relationship. It doesn't bother me as much like if I see a pregnant woman on the subway or whatever, because it's just in passing. But like to lay on the floor and be doing these poses for an hour and a half, this is like the second class. It's really painful. Like, and I don't know if that's like, I hope it's not petty. I don't mean it to be petty. It's how I'm feeling about it. And again, I'm trying to practice learning how to express my feelings. Like, again, I don't wish her any ill will. God bless her. But it just reminds me that my womb is empty. Or maybe not. Maybe not. So speaking of which, maybe not. Let's move on to happier things. Because I am feeling, my spirits are probably the best that they've been throughout this cycle. Because as you know, I started on a low note. So I don't want to overshadow it with all this other, you know. But I do want to know if you guys feel that way about other pregnant people, or people you know who are getting pregnant, or people you're familiar with, not just like random people. Let me know. Okay, so before I close, let's look at our Ovia pregnancy app and see what it says. It's loading. Did you take your prenatal yesterday? Yes. So still a poppy seed, obviously. Right now, there is a bulge in the center of your embryo that will soon begin developing into its heart. And it has my weight. I recorded the 146.5, which is nice. Okay. That's it. I guess there'll be more tomorrow. So, no crazy symptoms. Got the BFN this morning. probably, TMI alert, like dischargey, but it's probably the progesterone and nothing else. Oh, I did notice that my face is breaking out again after it was clear last week. I think that's a progesterone as well, which is weird because typically it's the estrogen that breaks me out. Like when I'm starting, like when AF is coming in, the estrogen peaks, and then right before ovulation when you have the estrogen peak. The other time that I had acne, really bad acne with progesterone, was when I was pregnant with Cheyenne. But no other symptoms would indicate that there's a pregnancy. So I'm not going to read anything into that. That's just like a mental note. Yeah, nothing else is going on. Maybe a keen sense of smell, but I made bacon in the apartment yesterday. When I came home, I still smelled the bacon. That might just be that the bacon was, you know, on point, and it's winter and the doors and windows are closed. So, and there's a nor'easter coming. Again, we just had one. So it's too cold to open up the windows. Like I can crack it a little bit for a moment, but it's too cold to just like let a breeze through here. So it could be a symptom, could not be a symptom. So yeah, that's where I am. I hope you guys are doing well. That is the wrap on 11 DPO symptoms, nothing too dramatic. Tomorrow I have my mind-body awareness class that is focused on fertility from Adrienne. I can't think of her last name now, but she wrote that book on fertile ground. It's going to come to me as soon as I stop filming. Anyway, I have that class tomorrow, so I'll give you guys an update, symptom update, and then how that class went. Oh, and the therapist did tell me to work on a meditation, a loving kindness meditation, and be like supportive of my cells, of whatever they're doing and what's ever going on. So to kind of like just have a moment of silence, of quiet, of talking to my body and loving myself. So I'm going to focus on that because that's one thing that has been lacking this cycle is the meditation. There's been a lot of noise in my head, but I think she made the point that's when you have to make the extra effort to meditate and to sort of like be still and be quiet. I'm like totally gangster leaning, you guys. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am. I hope you guys are well. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please remember to share. I learned it in sign today. I think it's share. Remember to share and comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and remember to click on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah. Baby dust to you all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through.